I didn't like my last video, so I'm gonna attempt to do a new one. Albus, Albie. I'm using the Akashic Tarot, and let's see what comes out. The question is, the person on your mind, your specific person, what is their current energy towards you? What is their current energy? Why do I look so, I'm not this big chested. It looks huge in camera. Camera does that as pounds. I am not this top heavy. The person on your mind, what is their current energy towards you? Today's Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday, as you can see. That's my backyard. I am not out there. It's too hot. If I go out there, my cats start to fight, and they can't go out there. I gotta bring them out in carriers, and also I have spotted lanternflies. They're an invasion of them, and they're an invasive species, and I'm trying to get somebody to take care of it, but right now they're all over, so I don't want to be out there. But it is beautiful. The person on your mind, their current energy towards you. And they don't want to talk because no cards have come out. The person on your mind is very hesitant to talk. Okay, now he wants to talk. And when I get a lot in a row, like I said, I only take the top card. And the top card, two came out. Okay. The Lookout and the King of Forces. This is the Tower card in this deck, and it's called the Lookout. And it's a person at the top in the lookout spot in this boat, but the boat is up in flames. And then the King of Forces, and he's the king of the forest, and all the animals kind of obey his command. And there's like, in the background, there's like cosmos. He is the king of the elements. He's got a deer and a wolf, and there's a bunny rabbit there. But you know, the way they came out, they're looking in opposite directions. Interesting. Let's put that there. One more card. Why not? One more card is a specific person that the person you have on your mind. One turned over. Oh, look at who the King of Forces is looking at. Isn't that cute? He's looking at his queen, the perfect match. He's looking at his queen. Something's going up in flames in his life, but he's too busy looking at his queen. He's not looking at the problem. He's enthralled. He's enthralled. He's looking at you like you are his everything. Why? Because you command all the elements. And look at how powerful this queen is. And this queen is the Queen of Wands, and she's a master manifester. But in this deck is called Forces. I believe Forces is Wands. Yes. And the perfect match. The King and Queen of Wands. There's a lot of passion and desire here, but there's a lot of energy, a lot of force. Not force in a bad way, but knowing how to use the energies and bend them to your will. she commands both the sun and the moon. In this card, she's standing on water and she's commanding the sun and the moon. They obey her command. And he's just like, wow, look at my queen. Ain't she perfect? I told y'all she's perfect. He's talking to the animals. I told you, she is perfect. She is so pretty. Look at my queen. He's just enthralled. So the person in your mind, that's how they see you. They see you as the master of your world. You have, you are the ultimate package. You are the ultimate divine feminine. They see you as having everything, beauty, looks, but also a lot of power, a lot of energy, a lot of magnetism, a lot of charisma. He's just enthralled with you. He's telling his buddies, his homies, it could just be his pets. It doesn't matter. He could be sitting there talking to his dog. That's my queen. That's my queen. She's perfect. Look at her. Look at her being perfect. He's seeing you somewhere. So maybe you have a social media account. Maybe you post online. Most people do. I don't post online, but most people post online. But he's seeing you online in a way, and he's just like, wow, deeply enthralled. And meanwhile, there's something going on in his life that's going up in flames, and he's not paying attention to that because he has his back to that. There's something happening, maybe at work. The Queen of Keys came out at the bottom of the deck. That's the Queen of Pentacles. It's funny because when I did the reading first, the King of Keys came out. I want it more, I'm gonna have to need more clarification on this lookout. There's a ship that's in flames and they're on the lookout. They need to get off the ship. Something's gone up in flames in their life and they need to get off the ship. I need more info on that. A lot of queens are coming out. Queen of Scrolls. This is the Queen of Swords. Putting her back. This person may have another person in his life. And that situation might be up in flames. Hi, Kutchi. What are you doing? You silly goose. He's so cute. I can show you how cute he is. It's Kutchi. Kutchi! He's fussing with a little insect or something that's on the other side of the glass. You can't get it, it's on the other side. Claire, let's find out more about this lookout card. What is, clarify the lookout. Because we want to know what's up in flames in somebody's life. It came out with the King of Forces, so it's in his life. And the King of Keys came out. The King of Keys. Funny. This card came out upright, but when I picked it up, it reversed. We're gonna keep it reversed. The King of Keys is the King of Pentacles. He's reversed. So something about, again, his money. That's what I thought. It had to do with the work. The Muse. Again, that has to do with creativity and probably, you know, working on something. And the Buddha prepares. And that came out for the lookout. Something about his money. Something about his money is off. I don't know what this Buddha prepares card means, so I'm gonna have to pull the book. Yeah, just like I predicted, it has to do with work. The Buddha prepares is kind of like the Hermit card. It's a time of reflection, a time of him needing to meditate and be still and contemplate, needing to go within to find the answers. The Muse card is like something that inspires you. And I feel like with the King of Keys in reverse, it has to do with like something at work that inspired him, or something is, he's losing that, or it's going up in flames. If he's a creative type, you know, creative people tend to have muses. He's lost his muse, and maybe that's the Queen of Forces, who's not really paying him any mind. Maybe you are his muse and you're not paying him any mind, and therefore he's I don't know, he's just thinking back to a time when you were in his life. Pulling from the Heal Yourself Oracle cards. Let's see, what other messages can you give us about this relationship and this connection? Courage. Time of courage. This person needs to take courage. I feel like he needs courage to approach this divine feminine, because there seems to be a distance between them both. He's watching her from a distance. While she's doing her own thing, he's watching her almost like she's not aware that he's watching her. So it may be somebody that you're at a distance with, or in no contact, or if it's a new connection, it could be somebody that that has a crush on you and hasn't come forward and told you that. And it might be somebody that you work with, and it may not, things may not be going well with him at work, because he may be distracted, because he's distracted by you. He's distracted by you at work, and he needs to find his inner courage to approach you. Oh, this came out reversed. How teachable are you? Number 9. I don't know that this deck does reversals. I'll have to look, but this came out reversed. So there's something that one of you is not learning, right? It's in reverse. This person needs to find their courage to move forward. Number 9. I don't think these do reversals. It doesn't do reversals. More on the King of Forces. Tell us more about this king. Home. I feel like the divine feminine feels like home to this divine masculine. This is home. Beauty is at the bottom. He's enthralled by her beauty, which was the first thing that I said. What about the Queen of Forces? How does she feel about this king? How does the Queen of Forces feel about this king? How does the Queen of Forces feel? A lot of cards came out. I'm only going to take the 2. Say what you mean. And she's like, I don't want to hear you no more. It's funny. I laughed. The reason I laugh is because I can resonate and relate to this card, because my specific person has gotten on my last nerve to the point where I don't want to hear his voice. And it's like, say what you mean what you say. Otherwise, I don't want to hear you speak. And when I saw the card, I was like, that hits for me. But it may apply to you too. When the card went flying, I feel like you're a little bit fed up with this man. And that's why he's at a distance and he has to find courage to approach you because you're like, no, I am done. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you. I'm sick of you. And he's in the background sulking, like, I'll say what I want. What you said? It's that kind of vibe. She's like, no, I'm done hearing you. She's annoyed. So the feminine is annoyed in this connection. She doesn't want to hear this masculine, which is why he's watching her in secret. And she's like, I'm doing my own thing. Just go away. You just annoy me. And that's why he has to go in to meditate. And that's probably why he lost his muse. He lost his muse because the muse is his divine feminine. And he's just, that's why he has to find courage to approach her. Because the muse is his divine feminine. And unleash your creativity goes with the muse card. You are his muse. You are the thing that inspires him. You are the thing that makes his best work. He finds inspiration through your beauty and through your energy and through your magnetism. That's why beauty was at the bottom. But right now, the woman is kind of, she's fed up with it. What else do you feel, divine feminine? What else do you feel, divine feminine? I feel like divine feminine is like, get the hell out of my face. Anything else? Three. I don't know if I'm going to take all three, but 2 cards. Oh, soulmate at the bottom. This person visits you in dreams. They know you're their soulmate. And in dreams, they connect with you. They connect with you in the energetic realm. Cycles. This has to do with like karmic cycles and some bad cycles repeating. And right now you guys are stuck like in a wheel of cycles repeating and entrapment. She feels entrapped. She's like, I don't want this. I've been through this before. I don't want this. She wants to discover her life purpose. You're feeling like you've been through this cycle before, and it looks like something that you've experienced before, and that's why you don't want it. I've already been in this cycle. I don't want this because I know how this ends, you know? That's interesting energy. And I just looked at the bottom of the Akashic record, and balance is at the bottom. So there's a need to balance this situation. The divine feminine has to balance her ego and her, she has to be willing to hear what the masculine is saying, and the masculine needs to find the courage to say it. And come, say what you mean and mean what you say. Come in loud and clear and firm and direct, but don't, together, I feel like you guys make beautiful music together. And you're meant to make beautiful music together, whether that's collaborating on a work project or just having a very special connection that inspires a lot of people. Divine union. You're meant to come together and do something for the world, for the collective. But you both have to get out your own way. So we're gonna leave it at that. This was a short reading. Look how pretty my yard looks. It's too bad I can't go out there. Spotted lanternflies. They're everywhere. And they're, I don't like to spray I don't like to use pesticides. They're bad for the environment. They're bad for wildlife. They're bad for birds. But in this case, I don't know how to get rid of these things. These things are fast too. You can't hardly kill them. And I don't like to kill things, but it's such an it's destroying my trees. It's going to destroy, you know, all the plants and leaves. So it's like for the greater good. I don't know that anybody will see this, but happy Sunday. Namaste.